congratulate Coach Williams and Texas A&M. It's been a tough matchup for us. Been a tough matchup for me. Buzz does a great job, and systems do match up with each other, and the things that they do bother us a little bit. They do a great job of driving downhill. They do a great job, one-on-one attacking closeouts. They do a great job one-on-one in the post and attacking, and they just physically dominated us. You look at the boards. They get 24 offensive rebounds. We get 16 defensive rebounds. They physically manhandled us, and if this team is going to continue to win, we're going to run up against teams like Texas A&M, or like Florida, or like Duke, that are big and physical. And now, earlier in the year, we beat Houston, we beat Iowa State. Those teams were also pretty physical, but Texas A&M's physicality obviously dominated the game tonight.
Coach, considering all the circumstances, which teams have just clinched the SEC championship and to let a guy out, do you feel like there's any question if your guys were completely focused? Or
I mean, I don't think it was a full. First of all, we respected our opponent. We respected Texas A&M, and obviously Denver Jones. We feel is I feel like he's the best defensive guard in our league. And obviously, if you look last year, A&M had 22 points at halftime at our place. He did it. Wade Taylor struggled to score. Denver's the best one-on-one cover guy I got. So obviously, missing Denver was a factor. And then you let those guys get downhill, and then they rotate and they rebound the backside. It just plays right in their hands. If you can line some guys up in front of them and keep them in front, the teams that could do that, and we were able to do it last year. We did not do it tonight.
If you guys have a question, raise your hand. Ferg and then Travis. Ferg and then Travis.
Bruce, just following up on that with Denver. I mean, you guys know how valuable he is, obviously. But this game really showed just how valuable he is, especially on the perimeter.
Yeah, we really missed his defense and missed his leadership, and he couldn't go. I mean, it wasn't like we're not saving. If he could have played, he was going to play. It was a game time decision, and I hope he was hoping that he could play through the pain because he doesn't have a bone bruise and he doesn't have a break. It's a soft tissue issue, and it's painful, and just didn't feel like he could push off the floor. So I hope he gets to feeling better. I thought Chad Baker-Mazara, did a great job, and Tahad as the backup point guards, scoring 72 and shooting, 50%, or, those are good enough offensive numbers. I mean, we turned the ball over a little bit. We have a great offensive night, but that's enough. Not when you give not when Texas A&M has, 29 second chance points and 18 points off of turnovers. And
yeah, Coach, I know you mentioned some of the battles in the past. What is it like going against Wade Taylor, and it's a guy who they retired his number tonight?
Well, it's great. It's awesome. Wade did it. Had a great game tonight, and he's just a great player for A&M, and it's I'll be glad to see him gone. Just like I'm sure y'all glad to see some of my guys gone. But it's been an honor to compete against him.
All right, gentlemen, second row.
Garcia 11-11 tonight. 11-11. Played hard. Not many teams outplay us or outwork us. That's been a pretty consistent thing for us. Texas A&M clearly did tonight. Clearly.
Second row, and then Christy after.
What role would you say that environment and the crowd kind of played in that, and how does that environment, especially on senior night here, kind of stack up against the places you've played and coached?
Well, I would think that, look, the Texas A&M has made a lot of progress with their program under Coach Williams and his staff. I mean, they do it as good as anybody else. That should have been an impossible ticket in March. That game should have been sold out for weeks. The number one team country coming in here, there were still some empty chairs. I'm just a coach, and so I Coach Williams, that place should have been full for that team tonight.
All right, Christy, and then Ferg, and then the gentleman in the front.
With Broom, it looked like he dinged his shoulder early.
I'm sorry.
With Broom, it looked like he dinged his shoulder early. How much did that affect him?
It may have affected him, and he obviously had this shoulder injury in December. He's had it banged a few times, And it obviously had it banged tonight, and it was bothering him. He tried to play through it.
Ferg?
Bruce, knowing that A&M's the best team in the country on the offensive glass, did you still feel like you guys on the defensive glass could have done more?
We have no excuses to allow those guys to get 24 offensive rebounds. I give Texas A&M all the credit. But our guys were physically dominated, and so I give them the credit. But no, I don't excuse our guys at all. It's not. We're better than that, but not tonight.
Coach, the last question kind of stole some of my thunder, but were you surprised at how efficient they were on offensively rebounding? I mean, they have the reputation, but to see it in person, were you kind of impressed with what they did?
Yeah. No, I was impressed. They are the leading offensive rebounding team in the league. It's them or Florida. I'm not sure, but I think they are, and they really rely on that second shot offense. And so I don't think we drew one foul, like checking them out. Not one. We got called for holding them a few times, but so our front line got manhandled.
Any more questions? One more.
A&M had a couple of scoring droughts in the second half. Did you feel like at any point you guys were close to capturing momentum, and why do you feel like you guys maybe weren't able to?
Well, again, we could not keep them off the boards. I mean, we got, if we could have, obviously, but we didn't. But look, that's a big part of their strategy. It's a big part of the way they space the floor. It's a big part of the way they drive downhill. Those aren't just, they just happened to get a few good bounces tonight. There's strategy and where your backside guys are and when are guys diving in certain actions. And so, look, that's a great strategy to but we weren't able to. And then the other thing we didn't do is we didn't rebound well enough, and then we didn't get out and run at all, take advantage of any kind of fast break opportunities. So the difference in the game tonight was obviously rebounding.